All right, I want to start this lesson by giving all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekah Kodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles and teachers and wise men, a great millstone that I learned this truth from through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Salutations out there to the elect. All right, I want to do a quick lesson going into this video. We're going into another part of this video. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but I'm going to start right here at the around the 44 mark, to get some context, and then we'll get some scriptures for edification. All right, here we go.
So you can't hide, though. No. You can't hide. You 7 feet tall. How about this? Is it true you didn't make any money from Buy You a Drink? I made some money from Buy You a Drink. Buy You a Drink. You made some money, but not the money you should have made or could have made? I made some money because I was paying homage. Okay. And I thought that paying homage would have been cool, which it was at first. So when I did, I'm going to buy you a drink, then I'm going to take you home with me. I got money in the bank. As soon as I said money in the bank, that's when Lil Scrappy came in and was like, okay. Well, he said a line from my song because Lil Scrappy had the song at the time. I got money in the bank. Shawty, what you think? I got money in the bank. Yeah. And then Shawty, what you think about that? I'll be in the grave, got like we in the bed. So at the beginning of the song, when I say snap your fingers, do your step. Yeah, that's look. You can do it all by yourself. Then Lil Jon came in and was like, well, since this song is doing well, I don't mind if I do, head ass. So, you know, no, it was one of them things that was like, I thought I was paying homage, and then the people that could take advantage of it, they took advantage of it. So, but the thing was, they took advantage of the publishing and the master of it. Mm-hmm. So while they were making 8 cents every 3 months, I was making $100,000 a night off of performing it. Like I'm like, okay, whatever you want, be greedy, but you're not gonna get what I'm doing. So do your thing. I mean, it's still love to all of them. And I don't think it was them either. I don't think it was Lil Scrappy doing it, and I don't think it was Lil Jon doing it. Obviously, it was their publishing companies that were coming for this stuff. And Lil Jon probably still don't know that we went through that whole other thing. So, you know, it was a moment in life that I was like, oh. So this is how. Ain't my brothers. Like, everybody that done called me their brothers and everybody that done said all this, maybe it's not. But I understand now as a grown-up that maybe it wasn't them. And you know, nobody's ever said anything to me. I've seen Scrappy numerous times. I've seen Lil Jon 1,000 times, and nobody's like ever brought it up. Like,
as you heard, T-Pain, he had to find out that, you know, a lot of people are a friend for their own occasion. Let's start. Or he had to learn that a lot of people are a friend just for their own occasion, and that a lot of people are not really, you know, your friend out here, but only want to take advantage of you. So let's start right here in the book of Ecclesiasticus, which is the book of Sirach. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus 6, verse. Let's start at verse 8. No, let's start at verse 7. It says, if thou wouldst get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him. Verse 8, it says, for some men, Salakia, it says, for some man is a friend for his own occasion and will not abide in the day of trouble. And as you heard T-Pain say in the video, that a lot of people took advantage, a lot of those people that he knew, like, you know, Scrappy and those other artists that he knew, they took advantage of him, you know, took advantage of his of that song that he played a part in, which they took advantage of, you know, the business aspect of it just to make money. But he had to find out in the long run that, you know, when you're of the world, you don't have any friends. It says, for some man is a friend for his own occasion and will not abide in the day of trouble. Verse 9, it says, and there is a friend who being turned to enmity and strife will discover thy reproach. It says again, verse 10, again, some friend is a companion at the table, you see, when they were making the album, you see, and to see what they can get from the album that T-Pain was making a lot of money from. It says, and will not continue in the day of affliction, you see. So he found out that, that a lot of people that were supposed to be, on his side, that they were not really his friend, but only wanted to use him. Let's continue the video.
Is that a very hard lesson for you to learn? Not it was only a lesson for me to learn to where I was like, oh, they're not taking all the money from this record. They're taking the publishing and the masters from it, but I'm always going to make money from doing that record. Right. And there's nothing that anybody can do to stop me from making the auxiliary money from the record. So it's not going to be a publishing or a masters thing. When I perform that song, you can't take any of them. Right. You know what I'm saying? And you don't know how, not only do you not know how much I'm charging for that song, but I mean, if you knew how much I was getting off of that song 20 years after you tried to take the money from it, you shit out of your dick. Club Husband, it blew up on TikTok. Mm-hmm. But it's been so long, it's been a while. You released that. Like 3 years. Yes. Ago. Yeah. I mean, were you surprised? Like, damn, hold on, I released this song 2-3 years ago, and now it's blowing up. I hated it. You hate it? I hate it. That was the worst. Oh my God. Can you imagine, bro? Can you imagine, like, trying to put it in terms that you can understand? Can you imagine a chick so hard? Damn. What? You give it to me in a sport. You made some money from Buy Your Drink. Buy Your Drink. You made some money, but not the money you should have made or could have made? I made some money because I was paying homage. Okay. And I thought that paying homage would have been cool, which it was at first. So when I did, I'm going to buy you a drink, then I'm going to take you home with me. I got money in the bank. As soon as I said money in the bank, that's when Lil Scrappy came in and was like, okay. Well, he said a line from my song because Lil Scrappy had the song at the time. I got money in the bank. Shawty, what you think? I got.
All right, you see? So some people, some men, like I read in verse 8, it says, for some men is a friend for his own occasion and will not abide in the day of trouble. You see? So Scrappy was only using, T-Pain, that song T-Pain came up with for his own occasion, and so did a lot of other artists do. You see? Let's go to Proverbs. All right, this is Proverbs. This is Proverbs 17:17. It says, a friend loveth at all times, and a brother is born for adversity, you see? But like T-Pain said, that those guys, they stopped communicating with him after they, made money off the song or tried to use him, tried to use his popularity that he got from off the song. You see, they stopped communicating with him. All right, let's get another one. It says, let's see, this is all right, this is let's see, Proverbs 18:24. It says, a man that have friends must show himself friendly, which I'm pretty sure T-Pain did, but he came to the realization that everybody is not your friend out here. That a lot of people want to use you for their own benefit. It says, and there is a friend that sticketh closer than a brother. Yes, and that's talking about a real friend. But T-Pain, he found out that a lot of those artists that wanted to, hop on that song that he came up with, they weren't his friend, and they didn't stick close to him. You see, in the end.
Got money in the bank. Yeah. And then so what you think about that? I'll be in the grave, I like we in the bed. So at the beginning of the song, when I say snap your fingers, do your step. Yeah, that's look. You can do it all by yourself. Then Lil Jon came in. He was like, well, since this song is doing well, I don't mind if I do, head ass. So, you know, no, it was one of them things that was like, I thought I was paying homage, and then the people that could take advantage of it, they take advantage of it. So, but the thing was, they took advantage of the publishing and the master of it. So while they were making 8 cents every 3 months, I was making $100,000 a night.
All right, I'm gonna end the lesson here, and as you can see, never if thou speak, like it says in the scripture. Let's see. Let's end with this scripture right here. Let's see. Let's end with this scripture. Prove him. It's like I gotta search it. Let's see. I think it's in Ecclesiastes. Oh yeah, let's end with this scripture. Verse 7, Ecclesiasticus 6, verse 7. It says, if thou wouldst get a friend, prove him first and be not hasty to credit him. Let's end with this one. Even though I've read it earlier, but let's end with this one. And what T-Pain should have did was, prove them to see if they were his friend, and not just let him come around, not just let them come around him and be pretentious, just to get the benefits from that song that they want to be a part of. All right, I'll end the lesson here. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rekakwadash. Shalom.